And we are back with more Call of Cthulhu, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing tonight? Continuing where the last episode left off, where I have to go to the Sanders residence. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the Shambler, the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Bleh. I keep skipping commas. I apologize. And it looks like they got a lot of creepy shit already.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker.
Okay.
This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
I do, ma'am.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional Shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I understand.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no fool. Please believe that much, at least.
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater. Of course we would know each other. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his macabre gallery.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A Shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
I'm sorry. What happened to your husband? I truly am.
Did she really care for him, after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Here we go again.
A house of artists. A house of artists. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
What the hell?
I need to see it.
Wrong button.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph. A strange Amerindian pendant. I could use one of those. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship is in need, please spare me the weight of the guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, Forget the Shambler, your friend Sarah Hawkins.
An old diary.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext? The body language? I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
There's more than that, Miss Baker.
So people have been talking behind my back. I was almost beginning to like you, Mr. Pierce. But it stays cat for you.
You knew the Sanders?
Irene is a friend of mine.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say? Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Okay. Why would I need to hide? Unless the painting's gonna come to life.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery. Why was he so interested in old weapons?
The more and more I see, the more and more I don't like this at all. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Oh, I knew it. Oh, is the painting a portal? Yeah, it is. Oh, fuck. Oh It has no eyes, but it can smell.
What the hell was that?
Go away. Go away. Oh, hell.
I can't even touch it.
Yep, it's gonna kill me. Yep, I had no choice. I couldn't outrun it. Could not outrun it. How the fuck do I get out of here?
What the hell was that?
Dick! Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Shit. Go away, asshat.
Damn. Maybe I can use this thing.
Really? Really? What happened to using the dagger, huh? Jesus Christ.
What the hell was that?
Fuck.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Fucking really? Every time. Every goddamn time.
What the hell was that?
Is the dagger for the Shambler, or is the dagger for anything else? Dimensional Shambler comes from a dark and hospitable dimension where the rarity of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. This is why it's in a constant state of readiness to travel to the dimensions to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken the veils of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself to your dimension and allow it to rip you open with its claws. Fuck. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh great, now it's in here. Great, fuck me. Why? Why are you in here? I fucked up. I fucked up. Yep, did again.
What the hell was that? Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Maybe I used the dagger on the painting. Fuck. Gotcha, bitch.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Oh my god, it's a different dagger. Let's find the matching dagger. No, 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 please fuck no. No, I came so far. Motherfucker. Does the dagger change every time it restarts?
What the hell was that?
Balls.
That maybe. I can use this dagger.
Come on, not today, bitch.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Not the right one. No, 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 no. Motherfucker. No. I know how to beat it. I just don't know which dagger it is.
What the hell was that?
I can guess. Yeah, get out of here, you ugly motherfucker.
That maybe. I can use this dagger.
Get out of here. This has to be it. It looks just like him. See you in hell, you son of a bitch.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
The dagger changes. No, it changes or I'm wrong. No, 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 no. Second try.
Damn it! I have to use a specific dagger.
Yeah, if my mythos is right, one of these daggers is keyed to its home dimension. And that dagger is needed to send it back to said dimension. Please be right. Oh God, please be right. Oh, fuck. Why? Please work, for the love of God. Not as easy as it used to be.
This dagger looks different.
Oh my God, this is it. Nope. Kiss your ass goodbye. Gotcha. Bye.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came into the painting to attack Pierce. Through a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature has been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, the owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit.
Where's Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams? It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
we looking at here?
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion. An old diary.
Oh look, the Holy Grail.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did the blood? Seems like amateur work. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
The Key of Ryla, the city. This key that bears the Elder Sign, it's the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. The Key of Ryla. Everything points to its being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery, coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Can you just leave them here? I can't read that. Okay, plan of reality. Miskatonic University. Okay. So now we look around to see if we can't find the code.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard. How many volumes are there in this collection? Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
What?
Things are not
could
looking good.
be?
A kind of chalice.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Could it start with 9? Come on, Drake, give me something here.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
This is number
What
9.
did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Maybe.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it. What did Drake say about this collection? What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Come on, what else do I need? I'm missing something.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guard...
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling.
The Queen has
and
little
my will
protection.
strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the
Queen has
anthology
little
of the works
protection.
of Arkham editions that you sent me.
The Chalice of
Volume
Knowledge.
9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Well, I can't find anything else here. So these clues are to do with the cylinders, I know. But with that, everybody, we're going to stop it here. As usual, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And as always, I hope to see you guys next video. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.